because of all the things that they heard, they had every reason in the world to go into this delivery with fear and trepidation, with worry and concern, and fear could have stolen so much from them. But they kept their eyes on the Lord, and they received prophetic ministry, and they responded to prophetic ministry, and they let themselves be acknowledged for prayer, and we're just thrilled with little Audrey. We were expecting, the church, we're expecting 4.5, maybe 5-pound little baby of all the reports that we got. So this is one of the few times I'll ask about a woman's weight. How big was she? Robert, why don't you hold the mic for both of you?
She was 6 pounds and 15 ounces.
And we were expecting this little short, maybe 14.5, 15-inch baby. And how big was she?
18 inches.
And I got really excited. I want them to testify a little bit, but some of you remember back in October, my ceiling fell in my office, just all over the place. The prophetic word that came through to me the following morning was from somebody that it's just a generic word that goes out to the body of Christ. But the prophetic word was entitled, Breaking Through Your Old Ceiling. When we heard of Audrey's condition, the prophetic word that came out the following Monday was, babies that are now in the womb will be dreamers. We've held on to that.
Yes.
So I would just like for you guys to take a couple of minutes, share your heart with the body about the experience. And we're just overwhelmed with the goodness of God.
Well, she was total answered prayer, just miracle after miracle. And it all came to a head at delivery, where everything just went beyond our expectations. We were originally told that when she was born, there'd be a team to get her prepared for transport to the Children's Hospital, about 10 miles away, and which was, challenging in and of itself. But then with Lacey having to have a C-section, would have been separated from her for 2, maybe 4 days even. But when she was born, she did so well. She didn't need any oxygen. That was one of the big concerns. She didn't need any feeding tubes. She didn't need any of that. She had an IV, which is a standard operating procedure, and just some monitors. And she didn't have to get transported immediately. Praise God. She was able to spend that whole rest of the day and night into the next morning at the same hospital with Lacey, which was an answer to many prayers. And when they did transport her over, Lacey wasn't too far behind. She was able to get passes to come over. And then we weren't even there at that hospital even very long. Her numbers were so good. Her oxygen in her blood was normal, and that was the biggest concern. The fetal cardiologist, a lot of big name people that came in and saw her. She met a lot of doctors, but they were just thrilled with what they saw. She still needs surgery, but she doesn't even have to go back to St. Louis until mid-April. We had thought maybe we'd be going up once a week to checkups. We've been told that. We're told maybe surgery after as soon as 3 months, maybe even before. Once the doctor looked at her heart, he said no, 6 months, maybe even more. We'll do surgery.